Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spin from the Reel. I'm Jeff Alterman. To my side, my left camera wise, but right for you, is Matt Thomas. And below me is Allison Salamoni. Sounds like alimony. How you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you? You're really good at this pointing on like the reverse flip thing.
Right.
I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because I keep messing it up so much. I need to remember just do the reverse. It gets more complicated when you got to do the diagonal, though.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
mess
yeah.
up.
Start like I feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch.
Absolutely, only 3 people, so not that hard.
No,
Not that difficult.
no.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I'm doing pretty good. I got a movie tomorrow. I got a review dropping on Light and Magic tomorrow. My tweet review, my little tweet blurb is up now, and you can go check that out. I'll just say this: that was one of the most interesting and exciting things I've watched in a long time. So I can't wait for everyone else to see it because there's a chance it may be one of the greatest documentaries, even though it's a 6-part documentary, that has ever been made. So,
Very cool.
Interesting.
I
was
watched
zoned out for a bit.
Marcel
Oh,
the Shell on Saturday,
Marcel
and
the
it was
Shell.
wonderful. I just want to
Um,
talk about it.
so you know how you might be watching like a lot of like darker movies and things for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the feeling that you get from Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is the feeling you're going to be getting from Paddington and Paddington.
I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited. No, I'm 99.85% sure there is only like 5 minutes of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On that I didn't cry during. I like start to finish as soon as Marcel opened his little shell mouth and his little words of wisdom started coming out. It was the most adorable thing on the face of the planet, and I need to go see it again.
Are you starting to tear up thinking about it?
Yeah.
and
You
I
know what?
haven't seen it and have no plans on it.
You know why I smile so much?
Because
Because
it's
it's
worth it.
worth it.
Your
I
head is
love
too
it.
big for your body. Yeah, like
And I say, compared to
what?
what?
Oh, it's so good. It's one of the best movies of the year. Absolutely, 100%.
When he gets
I'm
ready to
so
go on
glad.
his little adventure and he has a little shell hat.
It's the cutest
It's the
barfing that you've
cutest little
ever
thing.
seen.
I'm so sorry. Okay,
Didn't
anyway,
expect it to be so big.
back to why we're here.
Why are we here?
You know, there was a thing on Friday.
Yeah, one of the
Big on
last
track.
things we got. We only got a couple more weeks of things.
I think we only have 2 more left. I think we have 2 more Friday Night Titans left because
Yeah, we
the
have 2 more
series-
Friday Night Titans.
yeah, the series finale is going to be on the 29th and that's going to be our main event's going to be the Inner Geekdom
Yes.
championship for that one between Parker and Smet. So that's exciting to look forward to. Jeff would be William Harold in the chat. Speaking of putting smiles on faces, Jeff will be pleased to know that The Dark Knight came out 14 years ago today.
Who
Actually,
cares
I
about
couldn't
that
care
movie?
less. I couldn't care at all. And the reason for that is when it comes to celebrating anniversaries of release dates, I don't care about your 3rd or your 6th or your 11th. I care about the even things, or when, like how you go by 5s
the
and
10th,
stuff.
the
10th,
20th.
15th. Talk about this a year from today, William. I don't want to hear about it right now.
Oh, Leo Logan with the correction. Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Leo.
I'll be
Sorry
at
about Parker
that
last
time.
week, Leo. Still sorry about that.
I'm not. That was fucking funny. That was hilarious.
And that shows you which one of us has a heart.
Me, because I went to go see
No,
Marcel the
not
Shell.
even that way. I'm talking about evenly distributed by 5s, not even.
It's not that
Thank
I
you,
didn't
William
want
Harold.
to see Marcel the Shell. It's just that I work on the weekends, and then it was my godson's 8th birthday,
Well, guess what? You can go see it any other time. It's not like it's. Well, it depends on where on what theaters you got by you.
Today, I got a fuck ton. Today is my Friday, and then I have wedding stuff to do the next few days, so I don't have a lot of time to see it.
No worries.
You could just do what I do, and that's just sleep while you're supposed to be working.
I don't work at home.
Sorry, the cat litter just arrived too.
Well, we had a fun episode of Friday Night Titans this past week, and lots of fun things to talk about on our wheel. So if Matt wants to bring it up for this riveting conversation that's happening right now.
All right. As you can see, we've all somewhat had weeks. We've all had weeks, and it's But no, let's talk about Titans. I'm kind of excited because I got Shazam Civil War, and I thought we were gonna have Beast go heel, and maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I'm not gonna say right now. We got to see if we land on it on this beautiful, beautiful wheel. Oops, this beautiful wheel tonight, right there. That's it.
Cutting the scenes.
So, without further ado, let's get this thing going.
Oh, it didn't spin yet. I thought cutting the scenes is where it landed. I wasn't paying attention.
Wow. All right, it's all give me the mic. So this is honestly our chance to all vent or just talk about something that we like that the league that's going on. This one kind of feels hard to do, but we're going to try to do it. With the league ending, I feel like constructive criticism is no longer really necessary. But something I have noticed the past few matches that I think Christian listened to the audience in regards to is that
the sound, because it sounds better.
not just the sound. I remember when Titans first started and all of us were complaining about someone coming out at the end of the match and then pointing. It's like, no, that wasn't needed. And now they're doing it off on the side. And it's like, yes, it's not distracting. Yeah. I'm focused on the winner. It doesn't feel like it's about you. And I'm cool with it. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, I agree. That was a big one. That one, when we watched that first Friday Night Titans, that first match, and Christian stepped out to announce the winner, I went, oh, that's how we're doing it then. Like, just felt really weird. So yes, on that. I mean, we talked about it when the announcement was made. Like, I'm sad it's ending. Like, I wish I had been around longer with all of it. I think that there's some unnecessarily heavy hate that kind of keeps getting spewed out. Like, let's just why can't we just have fun with these last few things we got going? I will say the only thing that's bothered me recently is the fact that, and I'll put it out there because we're ending, the fact that we're still having to pay to get these Star Wars matches.
Yeah.
I think that with everything ending and with Patreon switching over anyway to the Christian Harlow for the big thing or whatever it is that it's doing, I feel like we should let these players have their dues and let people see these matches.
I agree 100% because, and for the reasons you say, it's ending. There are a lot of people who are like, yeah, I want to see these play. I love the Stars division. Chris, I'll speak for Chris Anthony Lopez. He said for years, why do we need a Stars division? And he's been on this show numerous times since, being like, you know what? I changed my mind because Star Wars division became one of the best things to watch. And now we lost it.
And now that it's, and I get it, you want to give something to your patrons, but at this point in time, it's done. What extra money, how much extra are you getting out of it that you can't
There's
just
another
give
question
us
mark,
three
though.
more matches?
There's another extra little question mark with that as well. Because there are two Patreons. I know only one of them, the SEN Patreon, which gets you the
the once a
however
month
many times,
episode
like
and
once a month show.
live episode.
So all that stuff, which was originally on the same channel, that is now the Christian Harlow channel.
Right.
So it is questionable. Like, wait, what are they combining those two? Is that still going to be a separate thing from stuff that's being done from the same group? It seems a little, I don't know,
Yeah.
messy, odd. Everything's coming to an end. I don't really know how to feel about a lot of the decisions going on. But what is this? This is we're able to just complain about something. Is that okay?
Complain or
Complaint,
talk about
criticism,
it.
talk about something you like. William Harold says, even on Patreon, it's hard to find the matches. I can't find the Bateman Star Wars match.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Hashtag
No,
60 days.
I like to do something that I know is a wildly unpopular thing, but I'm gonna stick my neck out and do it. I'm gonna complain about something on the Reddit. So I think
Shocking. Proceed.
I just see I'm seeing this post here with someone just saying like the schmoedown helped enhance my love of movies, and then you get to see some like people like Bibiani and whatnot like commenting like thank you so much for like some of the words that you say here because it helps us out, like believe that whatever we're doing is good. PJ gives a great comment there, and this guy is just like, what was your intention behind that? And just being like a snarky bitch to him, and all he did was put something positive about like something about being positive in this community out there. And he's like, well, let me just be an asshole instead. And then PJ responds, this person has gone back and forth deleting and rewriting stuff like, well, then why do you think the schmoedown failed then? And all these other things. Like, why are you being an asshole to people that are just positive?
Is it the same guy
what
who
is...
was commenting on your tweets about you can't believe in schmoedown's ending?
No, not that person. That's a very separate. That's a very separate thing.
I had to ask because it just seems like it would be that person.
No. I don't actually know what's going on with the schmoedown. I've never watched the schmoedown. I've never spoken about it before. So this guy telling me this news, this was definitely news to me. I had no idea. Absolutely. I didn't know it at all.
He gave PG some great wild card slice ideas, though.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Fantastic slice ideas.
Absolutely.
Mike Deacon in the chat just yelled Jeffrey. So
Jeffy,
I don't know if you want to yell back at him.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
It's
fine.
No, it's fine. I don't need to yell back because if I give him the time of day, then it means he's won.
It don't matter. You're going to end up sitting at a table with him at my wedding.
Jeff, are you still are you still banned from Reddit? You can just go in and read.
Yes, I am, because Alphabet Soup's a fucking asshole. Fuck him. Whatever.
He doesn't watch. It's fine. Who cares?
He probably comes to hate watch Jeff.
Who doesn't love to come hate watch Jeff?
Me, I love watching.
John Roca.
Wow.
That's funny. That was fucking funny. That's what happens.
This is a great conversation. I'm glad that's going so well.
It's going great. We got all because of Jeff. We got blocked by Roca.
Jeremy Miller said Jeff's appearance in the schmoedown ruined it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Montyverse. I come from Baltimore.
Camos? What's a camo? What'd you do?
Oh my God.
Try to mimic Allison by putting a nice big fat fucking typo in the middle of that?
Penis.
Oh.
No, I will 100% piggyback on your stance with the Reddit. And it's not that like everyone on there is a bad person, because I don't think that at all. But there's a very vocal majority that even like a couple weeks ago, Dan Murrell got into it with Soup and a couple of other people, because it's like he literally just asked like, what is the end game at this point? Like, it's all done. It's over. Every time I see you lately, there's always something being like you're hating on everything. Like, what's the point? And some people just like shouting to the void of their echo chambers and then turning their Twitter profiles private.
Come here. I texted you to come here.
Jeff, Matt.
Matt, where are you?
Wow, I fucked that up.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened.
I took myself off screen and I thought I hit mute, but apparently I hit unmute.
Oh, who'd you text to come over to you?
My brother to fill up my water bottle.
Say hello.
That's funny. Tell him we said hello. Tell him what's up. That was fun. Lastrina, who said that? That was fucking funny. That was great. No, but I agree. I think that with but that's like any side of any sort of fandom is you're going to have the positive and you're going to have the negative. And every now and then the negative starts becoming a little bit louder than the positive. And then you get really cool nicknames like Alice CNN. So
he's probably already we always get one dislike on our videos and I'm pretty sure it's that person.
You know, what are you going to do? But I think but out of everything, I still think that the amount of time and effort that has gone into the productions that they've been doing with Friday Night Titans, I think that it's gotten better as time has gone on. And I'm sad that it's not going to get to finish out the way that everyone wanted it to. I'm sad for the people that are losing an income with it. But at the end of the day, like you said, just kind of it is what it is. Just give me these fucking Star Wars matches. There's 4 of them. Stop putting them behind a paywall at this point.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's
Paulina could make a fortune off What the Show by starting a cameo where they pay her to rip on Jeff. And Paulina has responded, "Oh, I like that side hustle." Cool. Paulina, I'm going to confiscate your applesauce.
Oh, what kind of applesauce? I love applesauce. That's my favorite thing to eat when I'm having tummy troubles.
It's the kind where it's like a pouch. And then
those are the best. When I have tummy troubles and I have to take all my Pepto and penis for it, I eat applesauce.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nothing says tummy troubles. Pepto and penis.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Greatest typo of my life. It's amazing.
Oh,
anyway, let us know in the chat too your guys' thoughts on everything that's going on and what
or just who cares.
Some issues you're having or things you want to see change or wish could change.
We're here for you. We'll listen. BetterHealth.com.
BetterHelp.com.
Jeff.
Tell
us how much you think Jeff is an asshole. That's a good one.
That's a great one. You should send that in a Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/who are they podcasts.
Put it into that anonymous Q&A thing. I got a link somewhere.
Oh my God. The anonymous Q&A thing. I bet she's watching this too. The owner of the company that I left sent me like a mean girl comment in it. And I immediately texted her and was like, what the fuck is your problem?
How did you know it was her?
Because of what she said legit had to do with that company.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm not dumb. And then she didn't deny it when I yelled at her about it. So it was great. Oh man, Paulina, that's right. You had your wisdom teeth out. You poor thing. Jeff, be nice to Paulina. She's had a traumatic 48 to 72 hours.
I guess I didn't. It's fine.
Did you get your wisdom teeth out while having to deal with all of that? No. Exactly. Poor Paulina. Poor Paulina. Anyway, feel like we've ran.
I don't think you should minimize my trauma in the face of her trauma.
Oh,
Paulina's better. So now that we've again ran this bit into the ground, we are losing subscribers by the minute.
Hold on, I'm unsubscribing.
No, you.
Allison, right before you came on screen, I had unsubscribed from the channel.
I love that.
Top 3.
All right. I've been running this whole entire season, so I'm going to need both of you to kind of take the reins and figure
Allison,
out
top 3 matches of this season.
Okay. Top 3 of this season.
And why? And why?
Well, I think number 3. This is how you gain subscribers, William Harrell. So number 3, I would probably say has to be. I mean, probably I would say I'm gonna go Smets Chandru because it was my first like live Smets match, and it was the first time I started a season. So that would be my number 3, and it came down to a nail biter. Number 2, God, we've had so many good ones. Number 2, Sam Marisol, the title match, that absolutely perfect match that just because he just was faster on the buzzer in the speed round, he won it, but that was incredible. And number 1, I'm going to have to go with that team action reunion against the Reckoning. That whole match was just
so you just
phenomenal.
copied William Harold. God.
No, I didn't. I swear to God, I did not. I wasn't even looking.
I wasn't even
looking. No, those are because I finally got to see a team action match. It was fucking phenomenal, and it gave us the line where Brother Lomas told Andrew Guy he had to marry the desk after he humped it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that is.
What about you?
One of the best lines of the season. Well, I'm going to go to Jeff first, and then I'll answer mine.
I never really thought about them. I mean, I know for sure my number 1 is also the team action one, just for the sheer fun and entertainment of it. Mm-hmm. In terms of, like, there are some great matches, but if it's like my favorite 3, the ones that come to mind was the team action one, Marisol and Sam, and actually the very first match, the Wild Berries versus Video Dolph.
That was a really fun one.
That was
a good one.
Fun. That was a really fun, enjoyable one. So yeah, I mean, like, there are some I thought were good, others were fine. Like, I'm not super passionate about most of the matches there, so those are just 3 that I like a lot.
Okay.
So number 3 for me was the team action match, just because it was nice seeing them again, and we got, like Allison said, we got that he's got to marry the desk at moment and all that. That was great.
Guy finally got a perfect round. That was exciting.
Finally got a perfect round. If I remember correctly, I think Radis got a perfect round, and it was either against that or in that match or against Bateman. So for me, that's a little bit of biasness there, but seeing Radis get a perfect round is always great. But I gotta say, I was number 2 is Sam beating Marisol, because I have been one of the few people who have said from the beginning that Sam Levine is the greatest of all time. That has been my stance. And then Dan came back, and then Dan kicked ass for a bit, and I'm like, oh, maybe I got to reconsider the stance. And then as soon as Sam's back in it, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, nope, I'm back on my original stance. Sam is the best of all time. And then number 1, I have to have Schmetz beating Schmetz winning the title. Because that is something I've wanted for him since we knew he came back. Schmetz is one of my favorite champions, even though he only really won once. Just seeing that run and knowing how good of a person he is, I wanted nothing more than to see him come out on top. And that was great. And seeing the path of destruction he went on leading up to that match was great. So I was happy with it.
I definitely would have to give an honorable mention. Brian Nussbaum brings up King Arthur versus Shazam and getting that rematch and having King Arthur take the team belts from Shazam after 5 defenses at that point. They were about to be, yeah. So Griffin Newman finally got a belt, which he deserved, and King Khan came out guns blazing too, which was fantastic. Yeah. So that's definitely would be in my top. If we were doing a top 5, that would definitely be in my top 5 for sure.
But it's not. It's a top 3.
I know it's a top 3. Jeff, I'm just saying. Top 3, so not matches, but just top 3 moments, like whether it be a cutscene, whether it be a great line, whether it be whatever. Top 3 just like moments you've had so far this season.
Well, Radish getting a perfect round again. I'm biased, isn't it? In my top 3.
It was awesome. It was a good one.
Next, I'd have to say, Parker beating Saul.
Sure.
And
Mets beating Saul. I'm just kidding.
and Winston trying to get Adam to dance on beat.
That was good. That was good. What about you, Jeff?
Guy humping the desk was definitely one. Mm-hmm. Another one was Dan as Jeff when he says
I wonder why.
Met and he needed to repeat, so you hear him yelling it like that. And I don't have much that I remember else is like a top moment. So come back to me and maybe I'll have a third.
Yeah.
I think it's just turn to ask a top 3. That's why he can't.
I didn't answer.
She didn't give hers, Matt.
Oh, my bad.
He always forgets one of us, Jeff. That's how it rolls. Top 3 moments. I gotta go with Brian. One of them is definitely Beth May's Schindler's List answer. This is a good one. I'm gonna go with the Collins reveal that he was going to swag. I think that was just played so well by Shannon.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. And then I would have to say Andrew Guy getting his perfect round and just how just the lead up to it, where he is asking Ben if it's the right answer, and how much he just wants a perfect round and how excited he gets when he gets it.
No, that's fair. I can understand that completely because, I mean, I may not be the biggest Andrew Guy fan like y'all, but I can appreciate a man's happiness and getting his perfect round. And like I said, I'm a Radish shill, so I have no room to talk.
Radish showing out this season though has been super fun to watch, just in everything that he's done. For sure.
Agreed. He's always fun. So is it my turn yet? Did you list all of yours? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything that was really good, so I'm going to go with top 3 favorite 3 players that wore sunglasses this season.
Oh God.
How many wore sunglasses this season? Did
a bunch. That's the whole thing. We got to start remembering.
Did Paul Preston wear sunglasses?
So Preston wore sunglasses. So I would probably go in this order: Preston, Bateman, Radish. I'm done. That's quick, easy, simple for me.
I forgot all about Mr. Erwin's been wearing sunglasses all season because he's a bad guy now. And same with Nick Harley, he's a bad guy now. William Harold has a good one in the chat. Shannon getting a question right during Free for All was wonderful.
That was a great one.
That was wonderful. Moment. I loved that moment.
She looked hammered.
Been outside drinking all day. I don't blame her. I would go with definitely Radis and his sunglasses. Definitely gonna go. We're gonna go Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman, and their sunglasses for sure. Oh, it's another good one. William Harold, do you just want to come on the show? Like, do you just want to join me right now? Because like you're killing it. You
Um,
want to host an after show? Because I quit. You can have my spot. I'm all done.
you don't need to quit. It's coming to an end anyway. I'd probably go in no particular order: Radis, Bateman, and I guess actually Guy. Just for his appearance in terms of just on its own, how fun it was.
The
That's my
dastardly.
The dastardly.
I also really enjoyed when Radis gave Lomas sunglasses and they did a little dance together.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Brian Nussbaum, we don't give Harley any respect after that interview he gave here. Heathen.
He was fine.
Heathen.
Do you think Robert Parker has prescription sunglasses so everyone knows he's a bad guy too?
What?
Because he wears regular glasses.
He does. He wears regular glasses. A lot of people wear glasses, Allison.
But I was wondering if he has prescription sunglasses, so then we'll know how much of a bad guy he is.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's right. You
I
know,
don't want
not
him, like,
enough
walking-
leather.
I don't know
Not
how-
enough leather coats to go with the sunglasses this season, though. I gotta say, like, I thought it was supposed to be like both those things: a black jacket or a leather coat, and then sunglasses.
Who's had a leather coat this season? I feel like it's just
Paige,
Riley.
Paige
Oh, Paige. Yeah.
does that Boston
And
badass coat.
and Paul Preston.
Yeah, that red leather
And
jacket.
did
Red leather, yellow leather.
why can I not remember who? Eric Chan, his second appearance there. I think.
Oh, when he
had a
did his
leather
whole No, he
jacket.
did like his whole Matrix thing, right?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking about?
right.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means he also
Yeah.
had sunglasses.
But he's not a bad guy. He's a
We
good
don't
guy.
know
That
what he is.
confused me.
And we're never gonna find out.
We're never gonna find out where that goes. So that's fun. Chance is still wearing sunglasses too, but now he has a cool hat.
Now, his style change from, I don't know, from the baseball cap
From the college student to the pimp on the side of the street. Yeah, I know it's weird, right?
At least he looks like he pays his hoes well, unlike JTE, who looks like what? Huh? What?
You're making
Look at the two of them.
You're making the assumption that JTE has hoes on his payroll.
Ah,
By the way he's dressed, some people might think he's trying to be a pimp. I don't know.
Yeah, but if you've seen Malibu's Most Wanted, not everyone who dresses like that is.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it?
Jeff, this is
Allison, put me down. I'll do Malibu's Most Wanted with you.
I'm doing that with her too. That's a double. That's both of us.
Oh.
And she does not get to come on screen until there's a confirmation.
About what? I know we're putting her on screen. What did you do? No,
Boo!
you told me I'm hosting, so shut the fuck up. Don't you dare.
William Harold agrees with me. JTE is a pimp in every sense of the word.
Of the
World. Wow, you just
Oh
love
man, you typo when you speak.
I do. It's the White Claw. You typo when you speak.
I thought
I
that
actually
was a Celsius.
No, this one's a White Claw.
Maybe you should stop drinking.
I'm a fucking blast when I'm drinking. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
I didn't say you weren't. I just said maybe you should stop.
Allison, you need to not listen to Matt. Keep drinking. Just keep drinking and don't stop drinking. How about
can't
that?
stop, won't stop. What other fun top threes can we think of? Let's do
Top 3 things to list as your top 3.
rude. Oh, here's rude. Let's go with your top 3 moments from this past Friday Night Titans.
Oh, all right. Well, gonna go back in the old memory bank to see if I remember.
Yeah, I gotta remember specific. The Flouse being in on Jen. Bibbs being like, "I'm not gonna go heel. I'm proud of you, kid." I've like the setup is like I haven't gone heel on in the post in a while. I'm not gonna now.
Yeah, no, that was funny. That would have been one of mine as well. I honestly have no idea if any of the material from Roxy, Erwin, and Chandru was any good because I skipped through them because I think that just some of that stuff, their heel stuff together, feels like cringy to me.
Chandru coming out with no shirt on underneath his jacket.
Chandru coming out with a great haircut, by the way.
Great haircut. Chandru looked fire.
That's a top moment. Chandru's coming out
haircut.
Great.
Yeah. Looking like a damn snack the way he came out with his jacket.
Snack, he's
no
the
shirt
whole
under
damn meal, Allison.
Whole damn meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is what he is. Right there with that look.
Little dessert too.
It's good. That was great. That was a really good yes and we had going there, Jeff. We should keep that up.
Absolutely, I agree. And
yeah, no, Jen and Flowers was pretty funny. I'm kind of bummed we're not gonna end up seeing how that whole thing plays out. I was like, I'm gonna give you the honor of allowing you to date me. Like, what the fuck?
I think the weirdest thing about it is that it feels like Brett's screen presence. What?
Is it just me or does that feel a little bit wrong? But that's just because being a sports fan, I'm confused. I shouldn't say. No, excuse me. Knowing Jen's history, it just feels a little weird to just try and do that. I guess that's where I'm.
No, I agree. I know what you mean. I and clearly, clearly she's okay with
truly she's given an okay. Yeah.
If she's participating in it, then it's really I don't really care. That doesn't really mean anything much to me at that point. Only because like if she's participating in it, she could have just said no.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
That's fair. I'm just saying it feels weird. I'm not saying not saying it's wrong. It just feels
right. No, I understand what you mean. Erwin's promo that he cut in the post-match interview was pretty epic.
I skipped all of that.
Of course you did, because why would you watch that?
I told them I told you, like, I find it very cringy them all together.
True.
Like Roxy's very soft-spoken, slow-worded heel doesn't work for me. I find it very difficult to like watch without feeling extra cringe over it.
Gotcha. That was still pretty epic moment right there from Friday Night. And of course, like Brendan Meyer getting a number one contender. Has he had a number one contenders match in singles?
No.
Okay.
This was his first, and he only had one shot, and he did miss his chance.
Not throwing away my shot.
That opportunity only came once in his lifetime.
Oh my God.
Because it's over.
When he and Bibbs were talking in their cutscene and they kept throwing out the Hamilton lines.
They just kept saying Hamilton lines.
Emotional damage.
I loved it. I loved it so much. I get it. You don't want to. You're not throwing away your shot. You're not going to throw away your shot. You're young. You're young, scrappy, and hungry, and you're not going to throw away your shot.
I'm confused. Why are you saying no?
No more. I had enough of that I had enough of that. I'm good.
I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. I hope we get at least one more really fun Shazam entrance before all of this is over.
Well, they have to because they get an automatic rematch if I remember correctly.
True. So maybe that'll be, who knows what that'll be, spectacular, whenever that'll be. But that'd be really fun to see. I need like one really good, fun Shazam entrance. Speaking of Shazam, we're going to be getting, as of right now, of the Quirky Mercs, Andrew DiMolanta playing for that Star Wars belt again. Mm-hmm. Back to the whole mic thing. Give me the mic. It would have been nice if they announced that whole schedule a little sooner than the day of, everyone was expecting to watch Nikki versus Ace.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there. Even Nikki was expecting to watch her versus Ace. So,
Listen, the schmoedown is nothing if not incredibly good at communicating.
great at communicating.
So I think
Fantastic.
that your criticism and comments are a little out of bounds. You're a little over the line. And I think you need to take a step back, kind of like pull it back a bit.
I think you need to take
and
a
just
step back.
remember your place when it comes to them, which is don't question it. It's fine. It'll come out when it comes out.
Actually, it'll August 24th, I think is what the schedule said.
Until it changes, sure.
Until it changes. Anyway, so now that we beat this dead horse,
let's do another
beating a dead
wheel.
horse?
Let's do another
Never.
slice. We're only 41 minutes in.
Yeah, we might end up doing 4 today. Shit.
what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Why? Look at that zoom in. Nothing if not professional.
The
All
Shazam
right.
Civil War.
Well, this is fun. So we got the Kid versus Bibbs, where they have that super fun entrance where they come in as each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they
That was
say Shazam, and they go to the right places, which was fun.
Mhm. But wearing the wrong shirt still.
Yeah, it was great.
That was cute.
It was really cute. It was very cute.
It was very cute. Not
round-
Marcel cute, but it was cute.
No. Round one, we get our first repeat from Bibbs on the second question, but he still gets it right, which is which of the following movies does not feature Bradley Cooper? Limitless, The Mule, The Fighter, or Yes Man. Totally guessed, but I had an almost perfect round when I was playing this. I got 2 wrong, so it wasn't perfect, but I was going perfect until
Yeah, Allison.
What?
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Shut up. Anyway.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
I was just quoting
Movie
Talladega.
release
I don't know what you're
dates. Question 6, Bibbs missed a question on how many times have a Rocky and Rambo movie released in the same year. I
That's a
believe
good
he's-
question. It's a
It's
good
a really good
question. And the biggest thing to remember is like the first 2 Rocky movies were like what 77 and 79,
Yep.
and the first Blood, the very first Rambo movie, didn't come out until 82. So you have to think of at least a couple of them that weren't there. So and knowing that Rocky 5 came out in 1990, there's only a possible 2 movies that it could be for the 80s.
I guess 2, and that was what was right, but I think Bibbs said only 1.
That's what it was.
But the answer was 2, so Bibbs missed that question. Question 8, what biopic starred Jason Lee that was about Bruce Lee?
Jason Lee?
No. The boy Jason. Hold on. I didn't get the whole question. It was a question about what was the biopic about Bruce Lee. And the answer, what? Jason Scott Lee.
Jason Scott Lee. Right.
Yeah. And it was the answer was Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, which the kid missed. And then the next question Bibb misses, which was what was the title of the sequel to the DreamWorks animation movie Spirit, which I didn't even know they made a sequel to that.
That's because it came out to like fucking no fanfare or really notice like March or April of last year. And it had like 0 real marketing, and then it just kind of like went on VOD very quietly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sounds about right.
It was. Yeah, I think it might have even been VOD at the same time. I don't even remember. Yeah.
It's possible.
Part of that
Hi,
whole.
Sean Wingblade. I see you in the chat.
Hello, Jonathan.
So we end round 1 9-8 with the kid. He defers to Bibbs, who spins and keeps Stephen King. Goes perfect. Only does multiple choice twice, but gets it. Which I mean, I don't remember any of those questions because it was Stephen. I knew. Oh, the first one was something about who was the actor in the Green. It was Michael Clark Duncan was the answer. I forget what his character's name
who
is
played
in the
John
Green Mile.
Coffey?
John Coffey, that's it. And the Green Mile. That was one. And that was all I remember. But goes perfect. We then get the kid who spins away from Queen Latifah and lands on movie release dates and fucking crushes it. He only goes multiple choice once on question 5. But he still gets it for 1 point. So we go into round 3, 16 to 18 to the kid. And then kid gets his they both get their 2 and 3 pointers, and then Bibbs gets his 5 pointer, which is What Ivan Reitman Film features Sean Combs, Chi McBride, Kevin Dunn, and Ellen Burstyn. He said bedazzled, but that was not it.
Really, draft day, Cleveland Browns, baby. Sorry.
No worries. And so the kid doesn't have to answer his 5. He ends up taking it 23 to 21. What a match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a matchup that people have been wanting to see for as long as Shazam has been together.
That's fair. Yeah. And,
I mean, the only other time was technically the three-way match with Dan Merle in January 2020. So people wanted to see like a real head-to-head. Yeah. I mean, that's what Coy was referring to by the first time he ever officially managed them in a match together.
Yeah.
I think.
That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. You know, and as Shazam as a team, people always talk about, again, we bring it up all the time, the whole idea of the A player and the B player. And very clearly, if anything, this is proven is that both of them are A players. I think they each have their own strengths in what they bring to a team. And that's why you don't go 5 straight defenses by having someone be just the A and someone being just the B. Like, you can't, no one's defending that much without being top tier the whole time. Cool. Great talk.
This is a great talk. I'm so sorry. Look, it was a good match. I think it's more of a, even when they're against each other, they have such a vibe that's you get whenever they're as a team too. So it's not like there's a whole lot. I don't know. It was a good match. I don't really have a whole lot of feeling towards it other than it was all this build up just to watch whoever it was knock each other over for Erwin to still go on.
Right. Which was a bummer. It's I
thought
mean, like,
the kid had it for him, and I really did.
I did too, and that would have been awesome to see. I still don't think either one of them would stand a chance against Sam. I think watching
not at this level. I think it depends.
No, watching
Erwin's real sneaky perfect, and when like you don't even realize it, which is the thing. But no, I think Sam's just on like this level that I feel like would be very difficult to fall from.
Yeah, I think the only person that may have. I mean, I hope we get the Marisol now that she has the the title shot for winning Free for All. So we know that she'll hopefully you would think she would cash it in, whether it be now or by Spectacular, but or however they're doing it. But
or even if they will do it, like if they have to fit wrapping up whatever they want to wrap up, are they even going to be able to do that stuff? So
yeah. Sean in the chat, Jeff, what slice do you wish we would have seen?
Oh, man, thank you so much for asking. I've been thinking about this a lot. I think that we need listen. So earlier today, I happened to be watching. I've watched the first hour and 10 minutes or so of the director's cut of JFK. That's what I'm in the middle of watching right now. And
back and to the left.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Back and to the left.
What?
Have you not seen it?
No, I know it's the first time I've ever watched it.
Oh, never
I'm
mind.
only an hour
You'll
and 10 minutes
understand.
in. No, but it's like
you'll
the
understand when you're
kinda-
like 4 hours in.
the kind of the kind of cast that this movie has in such like
Oh,
weird
it's
random roles,
stacked.
and it's like, oh my god, it's Brian Doyle Murray. Brian Doyle Murray plays Jack Ruby. So PJ, if you're listening, I know that you are. I think that we should get a slice dedicated to movies where Brian Doyle Murray shows up in. I'm not talking about any of the others. I'm not talking about the other brothers. I'm definitely not talking about Bill. I'm just talking about Brian. I think that Brian Doyle Murray would be a great slice choice, and I really think you should consider it. So thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time, PJ Campbell. We appreciate it. JFK is a great movie. Great Kevin Costner. You get really good Tommy Lee Jones in that. Get very limited Sam Rockwell. But it's a good movie.
Sam Rockwell's in it?
Yeah, I think he plays Lee Harvey Oswald. That's what I mean. You get him very
Oh,
briefly.
Gary Oldman is Lee Harvey.
Gary Oldman, just kidding. They all look the same. All white men in movies look the same. I'm just kidding.
Actually, like, nah.
Just kidding. Don't listen to me. This is why I'm not a competitor. Good answer. Good answer from Sean Wingblade. Yeah, no, the only person that I feel like I could see even giving Sam a run for his money is Marisol because she's already done it. If it wasn't for that, like if she can hone in on her speed round and she can really take it to that next level, I think she could get the belt. I would not be surprised if she could get the belt back, but I don't think there's anyone else right now that could other than her.
Although one thing to remember at least is not saying that it's like obviously an indicator of anything, but we're all like, oh my god, Sam still hasn't missed a question. He did play in Free for All and didn't win,
and he missed,
right?
No, he
Which means
missed
that
questions.
Yeah, so he missed questions. So he's not impenetrable this year. He's not
exactly.
He's not invulnerable.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens.
I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. You could see it from the excitement on my face. So, do we want to do another slice, or are we spinning wheels here?
We got time for one more.
Okay,
we'll do one more.
Or do we just want to go into the Erwin Kid match real fast while we're
let's do that. Let's do that.
Rather than wax poetic about shit neither one of you care about. Anyway.
Hey,
all right, here's the thing.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here.
The kid got
that counts
screwed.
for something. I also care about interrupting Matt when I can. I think that I've done so successfully here at this time. And Matt, I'm going to give the floor back to you.
The kid got screwed. I'm kidding. No, it was a great match, and the kid really, if it weren't for that miss right at the end, that's the kids. That's
he had a fucking hard 5.
Yeah, he did.
That 5.
Oh my god, what was it again?
It was used all through his repeats. What 1956 Western musical from director Robert D. Webb marks the big screen debut of Elvis Presley as Clint Reno?
So you have to know that specific character of the Elvis films.
Well, hold on, not necessarily. Give me a second. I'm checking something out here about why it might not if I'm right. It's not as hard as we might think. Just want to check something here. Here's the thing: the way that we hear it as the big screen debut of him as that character. That's not what the question is saying. The question is, what was his big screen debut in which he also happened to play in that?
Then that was a poorly worded question, and I'm normally team question writer.
I mean, it made perfect sense to me. I guess just
the way
it also gives you the release date and the director. Mm-hmm. So if you're not, there's
lead role. That's his first role.
There's a lot of info in there that I feel like is not in that normally you don't get in a 5-pointer question. So I feel like it's still hard. Like it's definitely hard
because people all right. A lot of the people, not everyone, but a lot of people that probably participate that have played, they're not ones to be like, I need to know all of Elvis's filmography. We're not the wonderful Taylor Robinson, who definitely has it studied back to front now. and as well as Jesse's Swift's lovely wife Laura, is in love with Elvis.
Great
as
performance,
people
okay
are.
movie.
Yeah. But I think that it's definitely like a solid question to ask based on in the pop culture, pantheon of conversation. When this was filmed and when it came out, like Elvis was definitely like something worth checking because like we don't think about any of his movies, but like he was a big star.
Yeah.
He was they
He
had
had
him,
a
he was a
shit ton
big
of movies.
actor. Yeah, so I mean, like between all that stuff, I think it's totally solid. It's just that it's just not stuff that you realize some people pay attention to, and it was so popular.
Mhm.
So I guess that's why the justification for how to look at it is not that hard, but also knowing like, of course, people aren't normally paying attention to that. That's why I think it is a
Right.
fair in the five. Yeah.
Right. Another thing, I think it's a very fair question. Obviously, it
Yeah.
was a compare. It was very tough. It was very. I mean, I would have been like, that was a great poll. But let's go back to round one with the kid versus Ethan. Um, Brendan misses a question about Antoine Fuqua and one of his
Yeah,
movies.
directorial debut.
That one. Erwin goes perfect, uses his repeat on the bonus. Bonus was before starring in The Post, what other Steven Spielberg movie did Meryl Streep star
AI.
in? AI, artificial intelligence. So we're going into round two
Okay,
already,
she
11
voices
to
the
9.
Blue Fairy. Yeah. Sorry.
So we're going in 11 to 9. Erwin deferred to Brendan, and he spins and keeps the Oscars. He does miss his first one. About what movie did Joe Johnson win an Oscar for? He said,
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. Erwin, I believe Erwin said Return of the Jedi, and
No,
both were wrong.
Erwin said it was Empire, I believe. The answer was Return of the Jedi. And the only reason I knew this question is because I watched Light and Magic. You can enjoy that on Disney Plus July 27th, and my review goes up tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm so glad that you get to see stuff early and that you tell us about how you saw it. Congratulations.
Let me pimp out my review, damn it.
So with that being, but then he goes perfect the rest of the round, which
Yeah.
is awesome. So it's 17-11 to the kid. Erwin spins away from Hitchcock and he lands on Jamie Lee Curtis. And the question he got wrong, I knew. And I was very proud of myself for knowing it. It was, what 1980s horror film does Jamie Lee Curtis star alongside her mother, Janet Leigh?
Isn't that like Prom Night or
Mm-mm.
The Fog? It's The Fog.
Yep.
That was it. It was between those two.
That's in my blind spot of horror.
I've seen The Fog. I don't like The Fog, but I remember I knew it was that one, and I just was like 50-50. Which one should I say? And I went for the wrong one.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's definitely a difficult one. Raiders of the Lost Ark is what he won.
That's what the answer was. Yep. I was just looking
Raiders,
it up.
The other thing is,
you're right.
That's curious because rarely has an Oscar question gone to something
effects.
for effects or anything, or something below the line. You might get like, every now and then there might be the occasional like screenplay one, but it's really about the actors, the director, and the picture that are the main ones that get asked. And an
occasional
just under
screenplay
that
writer
could be occasionally a screenplay writer, or if it was one original score or song, like,
right?
or music. But the actual effects, like, I don't think we're ever going to hear about the people that won the makeup Oscar for Vice, probably.
Right.
Or
we're not going to hear about Suicide Squad,
or about how Peter Capaldi is an Oscar winner because of a short film he made in the 90s or something like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's in the Paddington movies, which
I love Peter
see.
Capaldi so much. But with that steal, he ends up tying Erwin 1919. So then we go in. The kid's 2 point. Morgan Freeman starred in how many or the Morgan Freeman was a category. Sorry, I used voice to talk, so it didn't clear up. In
Morgan
how many?
Freeman in
It's
the
fine.
Christopher
In how
Nolan
many Christopher
Batman.
Nolan films did Freeman portray Lucius Fox alongside
All of
Christian
them,
Bale?
3.
3. Yep.
When Guy read it off, he said Lucius Fox.
Yep.
And I
I was
thought
like,
that was
okay, we're in
No,
Harry Potter
Loosh.
now.
Loosh. Anyways, keep
Lucius
going.
Lucius
I wanted
Malfoy. Erwin's 2-point sequels and prequels. Which Oscar-winning actress plays the role of Padme Amidala in the Star Wars prequel trilogy?
Oh, I wonder.
Natalie
Oh,
Portman.
such
Got
a,
it correct.
such a
Yeah.
hard one.
Back to the kid first 3-pointer in the Scots. Ridley Scott had 2 films released in 2001. Black Hawk Down and what other?
Nice.
It was
The answer's
Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yep, and he got it right. So then we go back to Erwin. Marvel films. Who plays the villain Howard Saints? I think is what I don't know. Opposite Thomas Jane's Frank Castle in 2004's The
Travolta.
Punisher. It was
Travolta.
Travolta.
I
feel like I'm missing
had
a word in
that
one.
movie on UMD. Do you know what UMD is?
Nope.
UMD is the disc that would go into the PSP. So I bought it not on DVD. I bought it specifically to play exclusively on my PSP. I did that with
That's
3
funny.
movies. I did it with The Punisher, the 2004 Punisher. I did it with the 2005 film Fun with Dick and Jane, the Jim Carrey Téa Leoni movie. From Dean Pariseau, and I also bought what is it, Brecken Eisner? Is that his name? Matthew McConaughey movie Sahara.
Nice.
That was the other
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Good ones. Good flicks.
Yeah.
All right. And then we get into the kids 5-pointer where he used all 3 of his repeat. He had said paint your wagon, but the answer was love me tender. So we're back to Erwin with his 5-point for remakes and reboots. Tom Savini directed Tony Todd and Patricia Tallman in what 1990 horror remake, which begins in a remote Pennsylvania cemetery?
Now, always team question writers. This is not on them. I think where that was placed might actually that should have been like at most a 3-pointer. I think only because
Of the extra thing about the
Pennsylvania
cemetery.
Adding in the Pennsylvania cemetery is like a pun intended dead giveaway. So yeah, I think that otherwise though that's a fun question to ask, and that's what gave him the win. It's good to remember that the makeup artist Tom Savini also directed his own version of it too.
Oh really?
Yeah, like the makeup artist from like Dawn or whatever and whatnot, Tom Savini.
Huh.
He went and he directed that remake with Tony Todd.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Sean Wingblade wants you to know that that is Steve Zahn in Sahara.
Yeah, no, I know Steve Zahn is in Sahara. And I believe is it Penelope Cruz as well? It's been so long. I'm gonna look it up. Now because this is incredibly important to me. Penelope Cruz, that's right. And I also remember, I think William H. Macy was an admiral.
Oh, you got William H. Macy in there too?
Yes, his name is Admiral James Sandecker. Matthew McConaughey played a character in 2005. Here's the character name. It's exactly what you think it is. Dirk Pitt.
Ooh, what a
Matthew McConaughey name.
What a Matthew McConaughey name for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, this has been a great amount of vamping.
Yes,
but I think I personally think that maybe it's just our energy. Maybe it's how interesting we thought everything really was from the past one. Maybe it's just our excitement or lack thereof as we get closer and closer to the end. What we love so much is slowly like kind of
slowly dying.
It's like like about to slip out our hands. But I'm thinking that what we should do at this point is wrap it up and reiterate some plugs if anyone wants to have
but before we plug, we do have some Streamlabs, all from the wonderful John Lustrina.
Yay!
First one, when I was reading your files, I was impressed with what you've accomplished with your team. But meeting them now, I gotta say, Dom, you've truly got a gift, Mr. Nobody. I said only pussies run nitro meth. Dominic Toretto. Everyone's looking for a thrill, but what's real is family. Your family. Hold on to that, Brian. Dominic Toretto.
I love it.
Nice.
Thank you, Lustrina.
job.
You're
Thank you.
wonderful.
There's one more.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to the fantastic Vin Diesel and the mother of little Brian, Elsa Pataki. My dad's birthday was yesterday. Could you imagine if he and Vin shared a birthday? Shit would be wild. Ride or die, remember? Dominic Toretto.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job. That was great. I like. Good job. So plugs. Anyone have anything that they would like to plug at this juncture, this time? Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow we got You've Never Seen It dropping over on Flick and Reel, wherever you get your audio podcast. I am joined by Jack Mayer. We are talking the 2004 Michael Mann directed Collateral, where we get to see a lovely villainous Tom Cruise and a fantastic Jamie Foxx. And it was such a fun conversation. Somehow Cats gets brought up as always.
As always.
But it's, as always, so make sure you've subscribed to Flick and Reel, whatever you get your audio podcast. And then it will also be dropping on the Flick and Reel YouTube page on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific.
And for myself, I already said it earlier, but my review for Light and Magic, what may be the best documentary I have ever seen in my life, and I have a few documentaries I hold in high regard. I was enthralled. It's 6 hours. I wish I could just experience for the first time again. And that's my short little review. Other thoughts are on Twitter, but overall, go check out that review when it drops tomorrow. And on, I think Wednesday, or maybe it's tomorrow when I get home, my review for Nope. That's right. Nope, the latest Jordan Peele horror film. I am so excited to see this screening. I have been waiting for this. So Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, you'll be able to check out my review for Nope. That's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Jordan Peele is the filmmaker who actually got me interested in the horror genre. So his films are always an event to me. Get Out was the first horror film I ever watched. So whenever he drops a new film, it actually means something to me. So I'm uber excited to see that and then talk about it.
Do you ever have any like home movies, Matt?
I can't even remember.
Have you ever seen anything of like you when you were like a child? Like anything anyone had recorded?
When I was little, yeah.
Okay, so then you have seen horror movies before, I guess.
You're such an asshole. Jeff, what do you have going on? Anything?
No. I will be going to Lobster Fest. That'll be great. That's not for like a little while longer. I'm so hungry, so I'm just thinking about that stuff. No, nothing else. I got some possible Disaster Piece Theater ideas running around that might happen at certain dates. And another show idea that I'm very, very, very slowly working on. And by that I mean to say I haven't done anything about it. So might have something, might not, but that's really it. I don't have anything else going on. You can follow me at GEOFF1106 on Twitter. Matt, where can people follow you?
What movies _Matt on Twitter. M Thomas 1094 on Instagram, because I might as well put that out there because I keep gaining followers because people in this space find me. So
it just happened to me too.
Yeah, it's just
Allison.
You can find me on Twitter at Allison Salamoni. You can find You've Never Seen It on Twitter at Never Seen It FNR, and on Instagram at Allison_Salamoni.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight on Spin from the Reel.
Oh, I was told I need to say that I'm very, very excited about the potential undercard for Friday Night Titans. I don't know who it is,
Ooh,
But
I will be very excited too. I don't know why, but I'm a very excited person now.
it's gonna be good.
Hooray. Yeah,
gonna be good.
absolutely. So guys, just remember, spin from the reel, not the pegs. Have a good